Meghalaya, the domain of grandeur and beauty, also contains within its realm tribes that are as colorful as the land itself. The Rabhas constitute one of them, moderate in presence but monumental in traits. Distributed in over 80 villages of Garo Hills district, the Rabhas inhabit the low-lying areas of Meghalaya, now known as the Garo Hills. Tikrikilla has been a major congregation of the Rabhas since olden days.
To our old history, which we have heard from old people, generally they came from Tibet. Tibet means, in our Rabha language, it is known as Hulung Lunga Julung Lunga Hachu. That means long and hollow hills, which hill has got 7 steps.
The legendary Rabha king, King Dodon, whom the Rabhas relate with pride, is one of their inspirational figures. He defied many an invasion with the aid of his brave general Marukhetri. King Dodon hailed from Assam and entered the present habitat of Rabhas by crossing the Brahmaputra. Marukhetri, a Kshatriya by birth, married King Dodon's sister. Angered, Marukhetri's mother cursed her son. Eventually, Marukhetri was killed in the 7th battle. King Dodon too was eventually killed. The dialect of the Rabhas belonged to the Tibeto-Burman linguistic group, but their script is Assamese. Among the 4 distinct sections of the Rabhas, the Rongdani, the Maithori, the Pati and Dahuri, the population of Rongdani and Maithori number the most. There are virtually negligible Pati and Dahuri settlement in Garo Hills. Weaving, so important a part of the cultural trait, is conspicuous in every household where the women folk weave traditional garments for the requirement of the family. Khodobang, Khore and Rupam, a female garment that is symbolic of the Rabhas, are woven on their traditional looms. Likewise, the traditional male attire that consists of khore, which is the turban, kambung and fazal fakra are also produced on their indigenous looms. Among the 4 sections of the Rabhas, the Rongdani and Maithori are together considered as an endogamous group. Besides, all the 4 sections have a common set of exogamous clans known as Barai. Its main duty is to regulate marriage. Agriculture is the major occupation of the Rabhas. They basically sustain their livelihood out of it. Jhum cultivation, that includes burning of forest hills and subsequent cultivation on it, is practiced on a minimum scale as most Rabhas are plain dwellers. They grow jute, mustard, pulses and sugar cane for domestic as well as market needs. Home-brewed rice beer, known as choco, is a part and parcel of their daily lives. Choco is associated with all rites and rituals of the Rabhas. In the running of the household affairs, women contribute equally as the menfolk. Fishing is considered an important activity in the daily life of the Rabhas. The mechanism of the social control is elaborate and of a very high order. In every village, there is a village level council headed by a mandal, which in turn refers any unresolved dispute to the Baramandaliya Council that covers around 10 to 12 villages. Decisions and recommendations of the Baramandaliya Council are highly esteemed in Rabha society. Among the three forms of traditional marriages, namely Barisekai, Nogdhankai and Krangshibori, Barisekai or marriage by negotiation is the most accepted form. In such a marriage, which is held in the bridegroom's house, a community priest known as the Deuri presides over the rites and rituals. A pair of chickens is sacrificed in the occasion for the well-being and prosperity of the couple. In a Rabha family, descent is traced through the mother, but the property is inherited by the sons. In case of a childbirth, the village priest performs certain rituals to the deity Beimabar and sacrifices a duck for the well-being of the child. The traditional dance of mourning, known as Bharkanti, is weaved into the rich cultural texture of the Rabhas. By performing this dance, they pay obedience to their mother who has left them forever. And while performing, they keep their hair open as a mark of respect for the departed. The sword and the shield signifies that the people should bury their sorrows and march ahead like going to a war. The Shraddha ceremony is performed after 13 days of mourning. The Baikhu festival, which is said to have evolved since the beginning of the Rabha generation, is the most important festival of the Rabhas. This is an agricultural festival where the Rabhas worship goddess Nakati for a rich harvest. The strength and might of King Dodon is also recalled, as young boys, while singing devotional songs called Hoimari, uproot planted trees, thus imitating their brave king. The festival also offers a common ground for young boys and girls to exchange their feelings of love and passion through the singing of the Satar song. Included in the broad periphery of their traditional belief is the worshipping of the Hasong deity, the protector of the villagers. The girls, while performing this dance, keep their hair open because in doing so, they are able to keep an open heart and mind. Tying of hair would signify bad thoughts and sadness. Another colorful dance of the Rabhas, the Hamjari dance, is associated with jhum cultivation. The song reflects the pride of the Rabha people. Seeing the benefits of education, it is now widely encouraged among the youngsters, whatever be the economic background. The temple is a mark of tribute to the great King Doden, who was the epitome of strength and valor.
The story of Dodan King. He was very mighty and very much warrior, and he has got a big kingdom, and his captain was Marukhetri.
The Rabhas also worship Marukhetri, remembering his unflinching loyalty and courage. As the days are passing by, the young generation, with renewed determination and resolve, urge the people to recount their days of glory and take their tribe to new heights.